Hey there, Kelly Mank, your Executive Director for BNI Maine. Today we have with us Phil Smith, owner of Abracadabra Productions, and he is in the Portland Business Builders chapter. And believe it or not, Phil has been a member for what we think is going on 26 years. That is amazing. Phil, would you ever leave BNI at this point? Like, has it made a huge difference in your business?
It in relationships and a lot of different connections and things that way, never leave it. No, it's been great.
I love hearing that. So today, one of Phil's tips that he was thinking about that would really help some of our members is, spending some time getting to know the member before you have a one-to-one with them. Phil, what are you thinking? Like, how would they do that?
I think one of the best ways we can do it, it's a technical world. Even, I don't care if you're one of our first original members like Bob Mosey of 30 years, websites. I mean, those are huge. So if you've got a website, and I can't think of anyone in BNI that doesn't, we should go and take 5 to 7 minutes and review the person we're going to meet with for our one-to-one, see what their website is. Why is that? Because we can learn so much about our member that we didn't know that either A, they can offer, maybe in the about them, it's got some information. So you go in prepared. You're not just kind of winging it. You're not just making it a social, which we all can have fun, and that is part of it because sometimes, as Chris, oh God, my mind went blank. Chris Wallace said to me once, he's like, oh, you're into comics. You like the Avengers. Those are things we need to know about you because maybe that's a personal connection. So we need that. But on the flip side, you need to know a little more about the person and what they can offer so you can recommend them.
Phil, I didn't know you were into Avengers. We are a big Marvel family. We watch the whole Marvel series a couple times a year.
I did not know that. Yeah, no, I have been collecting the Avengers. Was one of my, I'm going to say, third or fourth comics when I was 5 years old. That's amazing. Started with Captain America and then Submariner. And then I might have gone to Fantastic Four and then the Avengers. But that's like in a 4-month period. It's not like it was like years later. So as 5 years old, I started watching them. So I think it's super important because if you take the time to go and look, and I'd be willing to bet, I'm talking about my own chapter, but probably every chapter, I'll bet 90% of them have never looked deeply at my website. And I'll admit I'm guilty too. Until I go into a one-to-one, that's when I'll look at their website too, which is why it's so important. If you know you got a one-to-one coming up, take out those 5 to 7 minutes, look it over, get to know a little bit more about what they refer or how you can refer them based off services you might not know they did. An example, years ago, until I saw you guys at a trade show, I didn't know you did car wraps. Now, of course, nowadays that's a big thing for you and Niels, but I didn't know that till I saw it. And then I went and saw your website and I'm like, well, look at that. They got a whole thing on car wraps. So
awesome. Phil, if there was one thing on your website that you would want to make sure all the members knew about you, what would that be?
That my super focus is, even though it's got several options here, is trade shows. Great referrals for me are trade shows. Hello, Andrew. I'm right now. Speaking of family, this is my son, Andrew.
Hi,
but trade shows, because that's what I love doing, is promoting companies via magic, entertainment, visually illustrating it.
Excellent. Awesome. Thank you so much, Phil, for doing this. I really appreciate it. And I love the surprise visit from Andrew.
Yeah.
Have a great one. Thank you so much. And everybody, thank you for watching.